Get ready for the action, because the New York Knicks have unlocked a massive Jalen Brunson advantage that is set to terrify every opposing playoff team. We are talking about a version of Jalen Brunson who doesn't need rest because he is no longer overworked. The Knicks have radically diversified their offense, using Karl-Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby to build a new identity. And this shift is proving to be a game changer as they chase a second consecutive conference finals appearance. This change is making them a genuine threat.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the incredible dominance of the New York Knicks as they look to break a 53-year championship drought. Iconic figure Walt Frazier has drawn a powerful comparison between the current squad and his own teams, highlighting the incredible camaraderie and defensive hustle. The team has been on an absolute tear, winning 6 of their last 7 games by double figures, and they are now locked in for a showdown against either the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, the moment we've been waiting for. The New York Knicks have officially advanced to the 2026 Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Mikal Bridges are set to face either Cade Cunningham's Detroit Pistons or Donovan Mitchell's Cleveland Cavaliers. We look at the massive fever surrounding these games, the incredible ticket prices for Madison Square Garden, and the huge names like Spike Lee and Timothy A. Chalamet, who are expected to be there to witness this historic run. And finally, we hear the unfiltered reaction from Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy after the Knicks' second-round sweep. Portnoy tipped his cap to the Knicks, especially after the fans invaded the Philadelphia 76ers arena, making an unforgettable spectacle. He asked if the Sixers should be embarrassed, and his blunt response was clear. Don't miss the full breakdown of this incredible playoff run and what it means for the future of the Knicks. The New York Knicks have unlocked a significant advantage with Jalen Brunson, potentially unsettling playoff opponents. The key development is that Brunson is no longer overworked, positioning him to receive at least a week off before the Eastern Conference Finals. This respite stems from a fundamental shift in the team's offensive structure. Through increased usage of Karl-Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby, coupled with improved shot-making, movement, and transition attacking from Mikal Bridges, the offense has diversified beyond its reliance on Brunson. This new identity has forced Brunson to spend more time off the ball, as his role is no longer as consistently demanding as it once was. Statistical evidence supports this change. Brunson's on-ball percentage in the playoffs has declined, dropping from 50.1% in 2024 to 43.7% in 2026. A prime example of this shift was the Knicks' Game 4 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, where Brunson posted a usage rate below 26 for the second time in the postseason. Furthermore, the team is actively managing his workload. Brunson has already watched 3 entire fourth quarters from the bench in 10 games, and his overall minutes are below his regular season average. This strategic management is a major factor in the Knicks' continued success in reaching the conference finals, a dynamic that could be a driving force behind their return to the finals for the first time since 1999. This development brings immediate relief to several key players, including OG Anunoby recovering from a hamstring strain, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Josh Hart. However, it presents a significant challenge for opposing teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers or Detroit Pistons, as the layoff provides an opportunity for Brunson to fully recover. Despite the reduced workload, the report suggests that Brunson remains highly capable and poised to perform at an elite level when the pressure mounts against tougher competition. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The New York Knicks are riding a wave of dominance in the NBA playoffs, securing victories in their last 7 games, including a decisive sweep of the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 4. This run propels the team back into the Eastern Conference Finals for the second consecutive season, where they will face either the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks are intensely focused on breaking a 53-year championship drought this season. Amidst this success, iconic former player Walt Frazier drew a compelling comparison between the current Knicks squad and his own championship team from 1973. Speaking on X, Frazier noted the similarities in team dynamics, stating, "The camaraderie, the ball movement, the hustle, it reminds me of my team for sure, the way they're playing together, especially defensively. When you're holding teams below 100 points, that's extraordinary." The Knicks' offensive firepower has been on full display. In the recent sweep, New York's scorching offense tallied 144 points, featuring 25 three-pointers, setting an NBA playoff record. The Xfinity Mobile Arena was packed with fans who traveled from New York for the event. While the current run is impressive, the Knicks' journey has involved challenges, including a 2-1 deficit in their first-round series against the Hawks. However, the team has responded with an intense surge, winning 6 of their last 7 games by double-digit margins, including several blowouts, as they advance toward the conference finals. The team now has a brief respite before the next round begins, with the earliest game one of the Eastern Conference Finals scheduled for May 17 against either the Pistons or the Cavaliers. The New York Knicks have successfully advanced to the 2026 Eastern Conference Finals, following a dominant sweep of the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday, May 11th. This marks the second consecutive season for the team reaching this stage. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and teammates will now contend against either the number 1 seeded Detroit Pistons, led by Cade Cunningham, or the feisty Cleveland Cavaliers, featuring Donovan Mitchell. Tickets for the potential Eastern Conference Finals games at Madison Square Garden are currently available. The lowest price found for a potential Knicks game was $642, including fees on SeatGeek, with other MSG games ranging from $651 to $1,200. The team's momentum is at an all-time high, fueled by their decisive victories over the Hawks and Sixers in the preceding rounds. Reporting from the New York Post, the team's wins were viewed as a reward for the fans, with one analysis noting the sweep over the 76ers, a 497-408 cumulative total, as a performance that felt like a varsity team dominating freshmen. To maintain this surge and aim for an NBA Finals appearance for the first time since 1998-99, the team is relying on strong fan support. The article also highlights the cultural appeal of Madison Square Garden, which has booked major acts for the summer, including Bon Jovi, Earth, Wind and Fire with Lionel Richie, Fish, Rush, and J. Cole. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy offered strong praise for the New York Knicks following their dominant victory over the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday night. The Knicks secured a decisive 144-114 win, tying the playoff record for three-point field goals made in a game with 25 successful attempts. Portnoy expressed admiration for the team's performance both on the court and in the arena, noting that New York fans completely took over the Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia. Speaking on Barstool's Wake Up program, Portnoy addressed the rivalry directly, stating, "Getting your home arena taken over in a city that prides itself on being one of the big 3 sports cities, Boston, New York, and Philadelphia. Should the Sixers be embarrassed? Yeah." The intensity of the fan invasion was highlighted by an unignorable display where Knicks fans taunted Philadelphia star Joel Embiid by holding up photos of Mitchell Robinson's dunk while making significant noise during the game. Portnoy further emphasized the significance of the event, concluding, "Worst of all, you got dominated by one of your arch rivals. The Knicks took your building over. You may never be able to recover from that. If you can't protect your own building, you're not a real sports town." Following this commanding performance, the Knicks, who have achieved their 7th consecutive playoff win, are now focused on extending their series against the 76ers. They will be looking to maximize the duration of the current series against the Pistons and Cavaliers, where Detroit currently holds a 2-1 lead, with Game 3 scheduled for Monday evening.